A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. He'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First and 10, here's Hurts. That's cut by A.J. Brown. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down, run with Barkley. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. It's a design boot. Headed out right. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
Second and 10 now. And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. jar it loose, incomplete. A quick 3 plays, Brock, and we have arrived at 4th down just like that as he comes through with some contact to break up what looked like a catch.
Hey, guess what, Kate? These guys aren't getting paid by the down defensively. They want to get themselves off the field in as few snaps as possible, and there was no way they were letting this drive extend beyond a 3 and out.
So no return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. New set of downs for him at the 38. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Josh Sweat making the stop. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. One of the tight ends in motion left. Short side option here, he's running left. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First down throwing for Hurts. It is Kupp, left side. Jukes one defender. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Within 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Well, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
That's Kupp for the first. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down from the red zone. Chased out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. Barkley has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to try to run it in. Barkley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles pull out in front further. 13-zip. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10 from the 41.
Let's go. Keep it going.
Throwing now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
You know, this just can't happen.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. Back now, pressure on its way. And the defender coming away with it. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. A play fake now hurts to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Did this defense ever need that or what? Just a step in some kind of right direction. Hopefully now they can build on that sack and claw their way back from this pretty slow start.
He puts some juice on a deep throw. And this one's tipped and intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down mark.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. He's going to throw this one. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Extra point is up and good from Slot. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming here from the 12. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Barkley on the counter. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Eagles pushing for points. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Josh Sweat making the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Cut at the 20-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. He can run it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Hurts to throw. Forced out to his right. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. Got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Now Hurts. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Airing it out to start this drive. Completes one to Ben Simmons. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They kick the running back in motion. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on first and 10. Throw complete to Sinnott. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he is on third and long. Caught by the open man. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Drake London with a touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Cardinals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This taken from the 12. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They get 6 on the run, and that sets up third and 10 for them.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Escapes the pocket. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's Hurts. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one intended for the running back. And that brings up 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. And he overshoots his man. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Third and long for him here. And they make the tackle at the 38. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
On 1st down, Hurts. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He doesn't like what he sees, so a touchback. They're going to begin at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Around 6 there. Cooper DeJean with the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. They just get the play off. Completes and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Yeah, let's put 6 on the board, fellas!
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back to throw. He's got Harrison. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Adoree Jackson makes the play. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
First down throwing for Hurts. On the move, hit it right. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody, and maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for them. I mean, you're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's thrown deep to the left side. He's got it at the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
And that's a touchdown catch, at least for the moment. Oh, Brock, but guys are already walking backwards. You know what that means. I think this one's going to be on the offense. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Throwing here, Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he'll go down here at the 16. Tackle made by the rookie from Wisconsin.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
From the pistol, Hurts. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
That's complete. Here's Brown. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Complete out to the right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Pass play on first and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
They're going to throw it on third and long. Sideline. He's got it. And he gets the feet down, too. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Still sticking with the passing game. Dumped off to his running back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the 23. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Looking to throw on third and 1. Got Sinnott. It's complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
That one's complete right side. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
The blitz tracked him down eventually, but the effort to relocate outside the pocket bought him just enough time to get that out completed before somebody could put a lick on him.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Let's see what they went with on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get it back to within 2 possessions. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10. They'll time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He sent him to throw. Looking for a target. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And now they face 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. He doesn't swat it away. You're looking at a huge gain.
And he's not able to get much, but does have it across the 45. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Glendale.
Defense!